Television changed the way that the world functioned. It was a new and exciting way that information could be shared around the world. The television was by far one of the most effective inventions of the 1900s because of its widespread availability throughout large amounts of people. The first public television in Australia was broadcast on the 16th of September 1956 on the Sydney network TCN9, opening with the famous words, "Good evening and welcome to television." The 1956 Sydney Olympic Games were a test transmission for television in Australia, although only 1% of Sydney and 5% of Melbourne residents had a television set. Television was so popular in the 60s and 70s because it was a whole new platform of sharing information. Television was more convenient than other telecommunications because TV radio signals are transmitted through satellite. The use of satellite meant that popular TV programs could be shared between nations. Between 1960 and 1965, the average number of television viewing time went up by 23 minutes per day. Cinema attendance also dramatically plunged because of the increased availability of televisions for the average household. Colour TV was officially launched in Australia in 1975. Colour brought a new and exciting change to television. Colour on a TV almost seemed supernatural at the time. Many popular TV series converted to colour, and it became a selling point. The entertainment industry had taken off when television was introduced, as well as British and American shows that were featured on Australian TV. The Australian industry was influenced, and Australia shows were later on produced. Some popular Australian TV series included soapies. In the 1970s, Australia had produced a number of dramatic serial or soap operas. The television series Number 96 was a 1972 soapie that gained popularity but was under scrutiny for its racy adult themes. Number 96 was a romance drama that was set in an apartment block Number 96. Number 96 was the first Australian series to feature nudity, and it was a key contributor to what is acceptable on TV today. Another hit 1970s soapie was The Sullivans. The Sullivans featured a family and the effects that war had on them. 1970s soapies had a big influence on Australia's soap operas today, including the popular series Neighbours and Home and Away. Cop shows were also popular TV series. Homicide was a popular Australian drama series produced by Channel 7 that featured a Victorian police squad that fought crime. Homicide was the first highly successful Australian television production because it was homemade drama that related to Australia. The production of Homicide proved that Australia could have an industry in drama production. Although America and Britain were in the lead at the time, Australia television was influenced by their popular drama series and created their own, which won popularity in the Australian market. The Homicide series showed from 1964 to 1974, but it influenced future Australian police series including Matlock Police in the 70s and Blue Hills in the 90s. Game shows were also popular on Australian TV. Pick a Box was a popular Australian game show in the 1960s and 70s. It was the first Australian game show created. The show consists of two contestants who would answer a series of questions. The winner would be rewarded with money or prizes. It broadcasted in 1957 and ended in 1971, but Pick a Box influenced and created the main structure for Australian game shows today, including Millionaire Hot Seat, Family Feud, and $1 Million Minute. Comedy acts and performances started to appear on television in the 60s. The use of television really helped comedy transform from a stage act into TV shows. Many 1960s and 70s comedy shows were based on sketch comedy. The Mavis Branson Show was a popular Australian comedy series that involved short comic skits. The TV show was influenced by similar British sketch comedies. Sketch comedy was so popular because it was an informal type of entertainment. The Mavis Branson Show influenced other popular TV shows later on, including the popular 70s comedy Hey Hey It's Saturday. Australia is considered to be sports mad because of our high participant rates and supporters. Sport is part of Australian culture, but it was the influence of television that made a huge impact. Sport changed from entertainment from the sideline to entertainment from the couch. Television revolutionised sport and helped it gain in viewers and popularity. Some popular sports in Australia in the 1960s and 70s included tennis, rugby, and cricket. Once these sports were broadcasted on television, the views rocketed. Television and popular culture had a massive influence on the Australian entertainment industry throughout the 1960s and 70s. Entertainment became more available and new sorts of entertainment was created. The progress of television entertainment in the 60s and 70s had a massive influence on what we see on TV today. The structure and basis of many TV shows today originated from TV shows in the 60s and 70s. If it wasn't for the fast development of television entertainment back then, Australia TV wouldn't be the same today. Popular culture had a big impact in the creation of and changes of TV series and shows in Australia as well as other countries. These changes took place so that television could be altered so that society was viewing what they wanted. TV changed with society, so whatever was popular at the time in society was popular on TV.